I'm going to give it a minute to let some people get on. Just waiting. Just waiting for some people to get on so I can start. Hello. So, gosh, there's so much floating around, so much fucking theorizing, and so much bullshit fucking floating around. I don't even know where to start. Here's what I have to say. Karen Pettit Maternity, you can just cut your shit. Cut it out. You know what the fuck you were doing in the inbox. Don't sit over there and fucking act like you weren't doing anything. Because you were. You see, you had it out for Cropper for a very long time. Do you not remember all the many instances and all the many times where you were bouncing in and out of my inboxes over these years, over the past couple of years? It wasn't until I moved here to Oklahoma a few months back to where I finally started, like, really having, like, you know, friendship, so I thought, conversations with her as well as this shit, because she has her little vendetta against Cropper. And when I bring Cropper's name up, I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I've made a truce and I'm keeping to that. But I'm going to explain some things. Because what Miss Karen Pettit Matern is not going to do is spin and twist shit and jump into inboxes and try to fucking gain people to get up in her shit to fucking be mouthpieces and spread fucking bullshit to the public. Because that's just what it is. I've offered the chat to Cropper, the entire chat, and I've offered the entire chat to Tammy Blair. They will see what was going on in that inbox. There's no secrets. I have nothing to hide. And when Miss Materna says that I made a welfare check on people, no, I did not. No, I did not. I never made a welfare check on anybody. That's fucking bullshit. And when she fucking put in Shauna's shit and that she called Shauna's mom's work because her as a lawyer was inferior and pissed off because it fucking offended her that Shauna said her mother was a lawyer or worked for a law office at one of the biggest law firms in Colorado, it offended Miss Materna. Because she's an attorney, and how dare anybody say some shit like that, because she thinks this shit's comical, and she thinks that, you know, it's bullshit. So yes, she put in the chat herself, out of her own fucking words, that she called the law firm. Not only did she do that, but she put a link to a law firm. I don't know if that's her mother's law firm or not. Miss Materna looked it up and found, I guess, supposedly whatever the biggest law firm in Colorado was, and took it upon herself to make a phone call to the law firm to ask for Shauna's mother to see if she worked there. She puts it in her own words in the chat and admitted to it. Now, the shit that fucking Miss Materna has now screenshotted and took and sent over to Miss Judy, who has to put her ass up in the middle of everything when it has nothing to do with her, it's bullshit. Yes, it's from the chat, but it's complete bullshit on how they spun it today. Nice try. Like I said, the whole entire chat's being given over. And Miss Materna can go down through the chat. Judy can go down through the chat. And whoever else that wants to try to go down through the chat can do so if they choose. Miss Materna chooses to give it to them. However, it will be fucking seen by the other side and the other parties that it's mostly about. So, spin and twist it however you choose, Miss Materna, when you decide to put this out and make excuses for your bullshit that you did while you were in the chat. So the screenshot she gave over with it's called Court View, where you can go through Court View to look people up. Did I look that stuff up? No, I did not look that stuff up. That stuff was sent to me. I then took it and shared it with Karen Materna in her inbox, as all of you will see at some point when the chat's put out. I didn't go looking anybody up. Miss Materna gave court case numbers and court docket information. And let me back this up, because the screenshots of the court view stuff was sometime or another right before the truce, during the week, somewhere along the lines of before the truce was made. And what happened there is it's just the same, like basically the same court records or whatever stuff that had already previously been sent to me by Miss Materna months ago. And as a matter of fact, those of you who pay attention can remember when I sit and tell you guys in the video where I said, oh, and by the way, Cropper, I've had this for a very long time. I just haven't ever done anything with it. I meant that when I said that, because in fact, Miss Materna sent me that shit like over a year ago. A fucking year ago or so in my inbox. I never did shit with it. I didn't care. Did not fucking care. And then what happened was she sent it to me again since I've been here in Oklahoma. There's a PDF file just as well as one that she sent, multiple ones that she sent me on Miss Blair. So Miss Materna can cut her shit. She can quit saying that she didn't send me anything all she wants. It's in the fucking chat. She can say that I placed Cropper's information in the inbox all she wants and make it seem as if I was digging and looking on Cropper and there it is. Look, I found this shit. It's the same shit with docket numbers that she gave, and it's just through court view. Miss Materna, months and months ago, as I said, had sent me the PDF information. As a matter of fact, I did the fucking Periscope video on it, and I read the information off. I read the fucking court paper. How do you think I did that if, I just now put it in the fucking chat? Are you kidding me? It was the same shit. So they can spin and twist shit all they fucking want. But Miss Materna is the one who sent me that shit. Just like she sent it to me on Tammy Blair. Now, where in the fuck she got it, I don't know. I do know she told me that whatever it was she was saying on her, rambling off on her video tonight, whatever that's called, her something account, I'll show you guys. She told me that a friend of hers, because she couldn't have something show up on her account, a friend of hers did a search for her and forwarded it to her. And you can clearly see where it was sent to me in my inbox. It was forwarded over to me. Not just sat there by a original link. It was forwarded to me. Because Miss Materna got it from, I assume, like she told me, her friend. Now, this friend that she mentioned to me goes by the name of Beverly Howard. And Beverly Howard happens to be a fucking business partner of Miss Materna. Now, I don't know if she's a lawyer, or she's a paralegal, or just some fucking cleaning lady in her office. I don't know. But that's the fucking truth about it. I have nothing to hide, therefore I'm willing to give over the entire fucking chat to Cropper and fucking Tammy. So, and then what's this conference call I hear them speaking of? See, I heard Miss Materna on her video say that there had been a conference call and Judy come in, but Miss Materna is the one who said something about a conference call before Tammy went live the other night with the stuff that I'd given her. There was no conference call with anybody. We didn't have a conference call with anybody. We didn't have a conference call with Cropper. We didn't have a conference call with anybody else. I spoke individually to Tammy to come clean and come forward to her about something because I felt that it was necessary and the right thing for me to do. And I have nothing to lie about. So I came forward and came to her with some things. And then after that, she had asked me, well, could you show me? And I said, yes, I will. So I went and found things. And I sent that shit to her. Now, Miss Materna has continued to fucking sit and say that there's been some kind of conspiracy and that we're all in cahoots to fucking do some bullshit. She's still spreading that nonsense tonight and has Judy helping her spread the fucking nonsense. There's no conspiracy, there's no fucking theory, and there is no fucking shit going on saying like we're trying to use Cropper or this, that, or other. Use him for what? I'm not using him for shit. I'm not asking anything of Cropper. I'm not asking him to do anything. I simply offered him the chat so that he could see the truth about what was done and what was said about him. Because he's in there. Now, what he chooses to do with it is his business. I don't care what he wants to do with it. Same with Tammy. I don't want the he said, she said, they said, and all this other shit coming up later on. And, oh, well, why this, why that, why you should say this, why didn't you say that, by the shit stirs. Because there's shit stirs in this shit that always do that fucked up shit later and try to say, you said this about me. I'm just not hearing it. I know we had a truce, but now I hear this. Because when I close a fucking chapter and I make a fucking truce, I want it to fucking be real. So I feel it is necessary to let him see it all, to where later on down the line, these sick fucks that want to play a game and these shit stirrers can't bring shit out later and it be a fucking surprise or whatever. Because 99.9% of this shit continues because of the shit stirs. 99.9% of this shit goes on because these people love this shit. They love it. And I'm telling you all right now, when you all see the chat, if you're able to see that shit, you'll see it. Miss Materna is a shit stirrer. This was entertainment for her. She clearly even says in the chat to me that she didn't care about any of these fucking people. But yet it's trying to fucking jump in their inboxes to save her fucking ass. For the shit that she did and her part in what the shit she did. And twist the narrative. And say that she didn't do things that she blatantly told me she did. Now, we had many phone calls on top of the chat. She blatantly told me on a phone call that she called Tammy's husband's job. She blatantly told me on a phone call that she called to have a welfare check done over at Tammy's house for the children. Now, she can sit up on here all she wants and say, where is it, prove it, prove it. When Miss Tammy decides that she wants to go to the authorities to figure this out, or an attorney, I am going to do anything and everything I can that I have to help Tammy with that. Because it's necessary. It's the truth. I'm not lying about shit. I have nothing to hide. Why the fuck would I fucking hide anything? So she can tell you all how I called this office today, and guess what the answer was? No. I called this today. Guess what the answer was? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't give a fuck about you calling around, Miss Materna. You can call around all the fuck you want. If you did what you told me that you did, then it will come out. And that's the point. And don't you sit and say that I called any welfare checks, because no, the fuck I didn't. And I already had told Tammy today, because that shit was being spurred around. because y'all shit-stirring motherfuckers want to cause problems and division and lie, I will do anything and everything that I have to do to prove that I did not. I told Tammy point blank, we will call whoever. I will fucking give authorization to whoever. When child welfare calls are made and claims are put in and claims are made, that stuff is kept confidential and that they don't give out that information. But I don't care how it has to be done. If it has to be done through the court system, legally, a lawyer, subpoenaed, or whatever needs to fucking take place, or just me giving permission and talking to people or whatever it is with Tammy. I told her I would take 24 hours a day, 7 days a motherfucking week to get on the phone with her to figure that out. To call all agencies to prove that I was not a part of any of that shit. Because everything's logged and monitored when those calls are made. I did not make any fucking calls to anybody, anywhere, except the sheriff's department that I told Tammy about, that I told everybody about already, that I did. I own my shit. I have nothing to lie about. I called on the goods. That's what I called on. I didn't make any fucking calls to any child services. I didn't make any fucking calls to bankruptcy. I didn't do any of that shit. And I will do everything I have to do to prove so. I have nothing to hide. But Miss Materna's not going to sit over there and lie. So let's see how far and in depth that she's willing to go to prove her innocence in that. Because she told me she did. And she can say she didn't all she wants. She damn sure did. Now, I'm not in Miss Materna's house. And I'm not, on the other side of the screen sitting there with her. I don't know what she did or did not do. Exactly. Here or there or whatever. Just like I can't see what the fuck you guys do. But I know what she told me she did. I know without a doubt what the fuck she told me she did. And she can spin this shit all she wants. Facts are facts. Shit can be fucking proven. What else was it? And Miss Judy, who wants to act all innocent. Miss Judy continues to say how she has shut down and was gone for 7 days or 5 days, whatever, a week. That's a fucking lie. Because you were the fucking Smashburger account online running your fucking mouth. You see, you want to act like you go away and then you want to play fucking victim to the shit when the shit hits the fan because you come back in and insert yourself in shit that has nothing to do with you. Please tell me, Judy, how any of this shit going on right now has anything to do with you. Please do. Elaborate that one to all of us. Other than for you to fucking get your ass in the middle of shit to fucking cause division. Because you don't fucking like me. Because you got busted out for being a fucking liar. With what you did with Tracy. Lying. Pushing out lies. And you want to blame it on saying that people don't like you being friends with her. Because you chose to be her friend. Nobody gives a fuck who you're friends with, stupid bitch. I could give two shits less who you are friends with. That's not the point. The point is you fucking sat there since day one, back in December with Tracy. And you tried to fucking push out a fucking lie and a false narrative on me and my fucking family. And when you got busted out doing the shit you did, you turned your fucking back on other fucking people and kicked them to the curb. Because they weren't fucking listening to your bullshit. Because they caught your ass lying. And then you started fucking attacking them. And talking shit on them. And making everybody think that they were shitty fucking people. When they had done nothing to you. And you even went as far as to saying that because they were friends with me, then you didn't want to be having nothing to do with them. So you're the one that has issues with who people are friends with. not me. I haven't told anybody out here, oh, you're friends with Judy? Fuck you. Oh, you're friends with so-and-so? Fuck you. I haven't fucking done that, but you have. And all these people that you've done it to fucking know it. And Miss Materna wants to sit and say all this shit and bring up the, Anitra and other stuff. I'm just going to make it very fucking clear. I had nothing to do with looking anything up on Anitra. I didn't ask her to do none of that shit. I had no reason to have any of that shit done. She fucking took it upon herself to look up shit and throw it in the fucking chat. The reason why at the end of everything, Anitra's phone number was put into the chat is because I was going through my Twitter messages and found where Anitra had given me her phone number months ago. I took a screenshot of that message out of my fucking Twitter and I placed it over into the chat with Materna because Miss Materna wanted to go down the line and start calling everybody. She called Val. She called Matt. She got those numbers, I assume, from Dawn. Not me. And she called Cropper, but he didn't want to talk to her. She called, to my knowledge, what I've been told was she called Tammy Craycraft Everhart and also placed text messages and inbox messages that she had with Tammy Craycraft Everhart in the fucking chat with Craycraft Everhart's phone number on it in the chat with me for me to read her chat with Cray Cray that had nothing to do with me. And even in fact went as far as to ask me to put those messages that she had with Tammy Craycraft Everhart out to public. But I didn't do it. She wanted me to go put that out. So at that point in time when she was asking for people's phone numbers, she also asked me for Shauna's. I had Shauna's like eons ago. I don't know where it's at, don't have it, don't care to. I didn't have it. But when I found Anitra's in my inbox in my Twitter, because she had asked me before for it when she was calling Matt, Val, and all them other people, because she was going down the line fucking making phone calls to all of them. Because her story to me was that she was going to ask them all, well, what is the agenda? When is this going to end? And was going to supposedly try to help put closure to shit and find out what people can do to fucking make this end, supposedly. So when I found Anitra's number, I gave it to her. I didn't give her Anitra's phone number to cause Anitra harm. I simply put it there because she had asked me if I had it. I didn't think I did. And then when I found it in my fucking Twitter chat, I put it over there because she had said she wanted to call her. And that's what it was put there for. There was no target on Anitra or her family. So you want to start, throwing shit around and all the shit you're doing over there, Miss Materna, you need to cut the shit. And you sitting over there still trying to fucking push out to the public a false fucking narrative of how you think that we're up to something. Ain't nobody up to shit. I didn't even want to fucking come back on here to do this shit. But you're not gonna fucking lie. And you're not gonna fucking sit over there and act fucking innocent. I'm not sitting saying I'm innocent for shit. I know what my part in shit was. And all the what I did is right there in the fucking chat. And if I had anything to fucking hide, why the fuck you think I'm sending it to Cropper and Tammy? I have nothing to fucking hide. And you're fucking mad that I'm doing it. When I do shit, I'll say I do shit. And she had plenty of fucking fake accounts, y'all. She wants to act like she ain't got no damn email generator and call it some whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's called a sweep. I don't know what the fuck Google Sweep is. But she told me back when she was creating them damn accounts how she's got something that spits emails out to her. Because of her law office and shit. Needing email accounts for shit. So she can fucking do some shit to fucking get an email real quick. And in other words, what she was telling me too is like when she get blocked, she can come right back in. She'd get blocked, she'd come right back in. And I know y'all have to fucking notice it now if you think back. She had that CPO with the picture of a man with a wife beater on it. It said CPO on the shirt. That was her. She had some kind of railroad or some shit. Derail railroad, I don't know what it was called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She had fireworks in the sky. She had something smile or whatever. She still has that one. She created a Karen Pettit Materna or Karen Materna one or whatever, and I can't remember the actual, how they had the at whatever on it. I can't remember that one. God, what else was it? She actually created one in fucking Cropper's daughter's name. And I'm not going to put out that name here, guys. Don't even ask me. I'm not doing it. It was in Cropper's daughter's name. Now, y'all, those of you who watched Tammy's video that Tammy did will remember this. She put out an account in Cropper's daughter's name, but did not spell it like the daughter's name spelt. She put in extra characters in there to, I guess, kind of conceal the actual name, I guess. But when you were to sound it out, it sounded just the same. Just the same as Cropper's daughter's name. And this is what she did. She went into, I'm pretty sure it was Tammy Blair's video. I'm almost positive it was Tammy Blair's video. I'd have to think back real hard on it, but I think it was her. And as a matter of fact, she was saying stuff over there, and in that video, someone said something about that account or that person saying something or whatever, and Tammy was trying to read that name of the person off, and she kept trying to read it off. And when she was reading it off, Tammy didn't get, this is before me and Tammy become friends and all that. Tammy did not get what the name was she was saying. Because Miss Materna spelt it to where it still would sound the same, but it wasn't spelt the exact same. And she did it on purpose. And I know if y'all think back on the video, you'll know what it is that I'm talking about when she did that, because Tammy kept saying it over and over again, trying to say the name of the account. And she was saying Cropper's daughter's name. Yeah, Miss Materna did that. Let me think. I know she had more. I cannot think right offhand what they are. But she had more. And she knew that Kathy Bailey was getting accused of being people. And she didn't come forward. I know for a fact that Kathy Bailey had gone to her in Messenger and asked her something about, is it her or something? She approached her on it. Because Miss Materna came to me and told me, oh God, she's messaging me. What do I do? And I said, well, you need to go in there and tell her something. Because it's not my deal. It's not my business. It wasn't me doing it. It was her doing what she was doing. So, she needed to deal with it. And she turned around and fucking blocked Kathy Bailey. And then came back and said, well, I just blocked her. So, I took care of that. That's what she did. Blocked her. Because she didn't want to deal with it. And when it comes to her and this little Facebook account that she's saying, that she keeps like screaming about and talking about, where when Miss Craycraft said that she had been contacted by Miss Materna through Messenger before, but Miss Materna wants to clearly tell everybody that she had not contacted her, she did. Because back when she was doing, right before she started making phone calls to people and stuff, she saw Craycraft in a comment thread on someone's video talking, and she'd been in there under one of her fake profiles arguing with her. She went to go try to contact her through Messenger, and she in fact put her phone number there for Craycraft. Then went back and fucking deleted the phone number out of the chat, so it would not be there. So yes, she did contact Craycraft. So then she's wanting to argue with Craycraft about how she's never contacted her before. And she did. And then the text messages between her and Craycraft went on and on and on. And she put them in the chat. And she wanted me to put the shit out. And I didn't put the shit out. Didn't do it. So, see, there's many lies. Many discrepancies. Many fucking lies. And I don't give a fuck about her fucking persuasive fucking lawyer bullshit. she ain't gonna fucking sit and play that shit on me. And fucking try to, sit over there and cover the shit she's fucking done. And try to throw it around and act like it was nothing. And she didn't do anything. Because she did. And she can act like she didn't have no vendetta against Cropper. When the inboxes finally get put out, you will clearly fucking see she did. She didn't like him. She fucking hates him. She claimed to me the reason why she didn't like Cropper and had issues with Cropper. It started like a couple years ago. Because of the parental equality stuff that he does. And apparently Cropper dips and dabs into another community. You know how like we were all in a Patriot community, and then they have like certain things that people are in communities about. Well, apparently Cropper is in a parental equality, a community or whatever, with children's rights and CPS and how they do, all this other stuff. So, hold on, let me read Anita's comment. She also said she didn't put out any personal info on me when I have a screenshot that says otherwise. Right. Exactly. So, what was I saying? Okay, so Cropper is apparently a part of some other community. I don't know how deep into it he is or is. I didn't go over in it. I got drug over in it last year sometime before I left Texas to go to the Rocky Horrorville on the fucking mountaintops. And she's the one who drug me over there and told me about the Cropper's making these comments and all this stuff about the hurricane and this, that, da-da-da-da-da. And we went over to look at that shit. That was somewhat of the community that he was involved in or whatever, and he was commenting amongst other people. It had nothing to do with me. But I took offense to something that he had said, and it got blown way the fuck up too damn much, and that's where the fight between him and I struck up. And it should have never fucking happened. It was stupid anyways. It just was. There's no excuses for it. What's done has been done. But, it really did, it was unnecessary. Like, it seriously was just fucking unnecessary shit. But that's when that started. And and I don't know about her start. I think it's even further back because, like I said, even way before that, she'd already sent me a fucking PDF file on his ass with his fucking court crap. I just never did anything with it. Just like she came to my inbox about the Cajun Navy, wanting me to go bust them out with all this information and bringing up Lori Shockley and all this other shit. I didn't want to do nothing with none of that shit because I didn't have the time on my hands to even touch that shit. Because she said that the Cajun Navy was hurricane skimming. She had all this proof and that she was down there and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, on and on and on, on and on and on. So, that's what happened with all that. And, she's got issues with him because of that. And she claims that he fucking takes money from people for gas and whatnot and whatever and gives out fucking legal advice to people without a license. She said he practices law without a license. And it offends her because she's an attorney. It offends her because she's an attorney and she don't like it. So, I guess, that's her biggest issue. She's inferior to anybody else that might know a law or be able to quote anything from any kind of U.S. code, something. You know what I mean? I mean, it's stupid, but whatever. Her little brain's got a glitch with it, and she's fucking stuck on it. And she's been fucking watching everything he does. And she's been, she mentioned to me this Randy Davis character. And she told me that this Randy Davis character has it out for Cropper. It's according to her. And she said that Randy Davis has her back. Randy Davis is, she doesn't represent them in any way, but they do a lot of that CPS, parental equality stuff and all this other stuff, and that he has like a large platform, she says way bigger than Cropper's, and she says that he does like shows and stuff, and I guess he had some type of bypass, so he took time off, but he was like killing to come back, and that at some point or another that they were going to come out on Cropper. and that they were gathering stuff through her. This is according to her. So I don't know I don't know the man, but this is what she's told me. But supposedly, they were watching all this stuff. They didn't have scope, but they've now been watching all this stuff, and they've been storing stuff that Cropper's doing and has done, and on and on and on. And they didn't like it. He called a female piglet and all this, all this stuff. And it's like, she told me that when he was in California, and I'm not trying to put this out as truth, because I've looked at things for a couple days now, and I'm thinking what was true, what wasn't true. Who knows? I don't fucking know. So don't take this as truth, guys. I don't know if this is true. What I was told by Karen Pettit Materna was that this Tracy Ross lady was supposedly in California, and she was like fighting for the rights for her child or something, and that supposedly she was a meth head. And that she was in a hotel in California, and apparently Cropper, I don't know if he lived there at the time, went there, I don't know. Anyways, Cropper was there, is what she said. And that there was another dude that was there, and I don't know who it was. But according to Miss Materna, she was told, apparently, that Cropper and this other guy, whoever it was there with this lady, that Tracy Ross lady, who was a meth head trying to, like, fight rights for her kid. And her child was there. I don't know how old the child was, but it was a child. And what Karen Pettit Materna told me is that Cropper and that man had a threesome with her in front of that child. Now, like I said, I am not on here to talk about none of this, to put Cropper out in a bad light. I don't know if it's true or not true. Only Cropper can cover the grounds on that if he chooses to do so. It's rumors that Miss Materna has brought to me. So I'm just going to be honest with shit. It's just the truth of what she's told me. And so she was very upset with that, and apparently she hung around Miss Tracy Ross, for quite a while, and talked to her, and da-da-da-da-da, and what it was is she was trying to use her to go after Cropper. And, so then, okay, I'm trying to read some comments here. Do that. No, I'm not at all saying that Cropper did it. I don't know. I'm telling the story of what Miss Materna has told me. And the reason, somebody asked earlier up here, why does Miss Materna don't like him? And I'm telling you what her reasonings to me, what she told me, why she don't like him. These are just from her. So no, I'm not saying that any of this is true. So here's, where was I at? Okay, the hotel thing in California. God, it's been so much crap. Oh, so then what she told me was that what happened after that was that supposedly Cropper turned on her. And Cropper then went from that to going over to that woman's, I guess, I don't know if the husband, boyfriend, whoever, the child's father. And supposedly he had turned on her and went and told that father a bunch of shit to go against Miss Ross for the child. And the man ended up getting the child over Miss Ross. So Miss Materna has been pissed because she says that Cropper interfered with his constitutional lawyership stuff without a license and got a child removed from a mother after taking advantage of a woman in such a sexual manner and all the shit that supposedly he had done. Like I said, disclosure. Again, y'all do not go out telling people this shit's true because I don't know. I'm telling you the story of what I was told. Do I think Cropper did it? No. I don't know Cropper very well, but do I think he did that shit? No, I don't. If you want this is my opinion. I don't think Cropper did that shit. But at the time I was like, oh my God. I mean, you hear something like that and you think someone is like, telling you the truth and, she's an attorney, all kinds of factors, and so you just think, oh wow, But it goes to show that you cannot believe what everybody tells you. You just cannot. Because, you know, shit happens and it just turns into a big fucking fiasco. So, anyways, that's what I was told. And that's what her vendetta's been. And she's got some glitch on, you know, women and men being mean to women. And, you know, she admitted to me on the phone the week that we were fighting after me had called this truce. She called me crying and all upset and all pissed off and angry. I had a 4-hour fucking conversation with her in the middle of the fucking night that night. And I tried to tell her we can agree to disagree because I want this to end. My husband wants this to end. We want to drop everything and we just want to move forward and be left alone. And I'm sure everybody else does too. And she says that, you know, she didn't agree with it, and that Cropper was an evil, vile man, and on, you know, just the same old shit, and you're going to see a lot of it in the inbox as far as, like, how she feels about him shit, you know, he's a fucking piece of shit, he's evil, he's vile, he's fucking abusive, he's an abusive fuck, the same shit she said in comments under all of her profiles, guys. And she openly admitted to us because she was mad at us. She was like, but you can't just abandon all those other women. And she was talking about Weimer Pam. Who else? Weimer Pam. There was, God, I don't know. I can't think right offhand because I'm fucking frustrated and I'm pissed. But she was talking about, I know, Weimer and Pam and whoever else in that little thing over there that felt that we like abandoned them, left them, fucking abused their trust, whatever the fuck they had in their minds, and got pissed because we took our truce. So, and yeah, I told her, no, we didn't abandon anybody. There was no abandonment to it. We just chose to go on our own separate ways. I mean, whoever wanted to jump in on board could do it too, and if they didn't want to, they didn't have to, because she told me that we forced everybody into that. No, I didn't force anybody into shit. Everybody has their own fucking mind. I mean, do I need to fucking tell you to wipe your ass? I mean, come on. We're adults. People can fucking choose and think for themselves. And so don't blame me for the fucking truce that I made. It was on you if you wanted to do it too, and if you didn't want to, then so be it. That's on you. But this is the thing. She was pissed about it. And so, I mean, it was literally fucking a lot of arguing, fighting, and there was some heated, like, yelling back and forth on this shit. And she was upset. And then what she ended up saying to us was that she isn't going to allow him to be an abusive fuck to those women. And she was like, I've been through that, NJ. And I hate to put this out. It's personal. And I don't know the details, but that's what she said to us. So apparently she's been in some type of abusive relationship herself, and so she's hung on to the being abused shit, and she thinks Cropper's abusive. And I'm sorry if something bad has happened to her like that. I would hate that for anybody. Even Miss Maternity, y'all. But at this point in time, I'm not going to fucking have someone lie on me. I'm not have somebody twist shit. I'm not going to have somebody try to fucking come in between what we chose for our family and what Cropper chose for his and what others that are involved in this have chose for their own. We all have free will and we can think for ourselves and choose. I mean, how selfish is it for those of you that are out here that don't want fucking peace? I mean, it just shows the ones that want to keep rolling and festering. And now you got Miss Materno. If she really wanted this shit to end, which shows clearly that she doesn't, then she would have fucking walked her ass fucking away, considering that everything going on over here had nothing to even do with her. She inserted herself in this shit. She come over here to insert herself into this shit. I mean, what y'all think of everything going on? Why would this be any of her fucking business? Why? Why would it be any of her business? It's not. It's simply fucking not. She come over here because she has a problem with fucking Cropper. And she found her way in through us to fucking go and get Cropper. And we fucking started seeing through her bullshit. And we started looking through things and just seeing how stupid the shit was. And said, it's got to fucking stop. We had already determined that even before Cropper put the thing out for everybody to just, let's do a truce. And we chose to do it. And I'm glad he put it out. And I appreciate that. I'm not here with any fucking agenda. I don't want anything from Cropper. I'm not asking him for anything. And then I heard them clearly sit in their video over there tonight in their little shit show with Judy all up in her ass in the middle. It had nothing to do with her either. Because what goes on with me and Cropper and what was going on with us has nothing to do with Judy. So why is her big fucking ass in the middle of it? There again, another shit stir up in the middle of shit. Because they can't stand it when they're not a fucking topic. And in the know and in the fucking limelight of shit. But they're sitting over there fucking saying that there's an agenda and that Cropper's being used. Used for what? Please elaborate. Used for what? Used for what? No, y'all want to use motherfuckers to push your agenda. Y'all are the motherfuckers that are trying to fucking latch on to people to fucking do this shit. Y'all are the ones doing it. You got fucking Materna try to go through me, and when it ended, she got pissed. She ended up going over and fucking latching on to fucking Judy. Judy got up in the middle of Shauna's ass. And now Shauna and Cropper are fighting. And they seem to think that I wanted that. No, I didn't want any of it. I wanted to just call it truce and go away. And like, if I want to do videos about other shit, then okay, let me do my videos about other shit. And talk to friends and have fun and do other stuff. I don't like the fact that it has caused a strain between Cropper and Shauna. I know that they were close. Hopefully Shauna can wake the fuck up and see what the fuck is going on around her. And stop this shit. Hopefully she can. Because if you want my opinion, just from what I have seen, Cropper has been very fucking supportive. And very fucking, there and loyal. He has. And I didn't even like him. But I can tell you that the fight we've had, I can tell he's fucking been there. And I think it's shitty to choose a fucking shady ass fucking Judy over Cropper that's done so much. Now that's not my business. I'm just putting my perspective out since everybody else likes to put theirs out. And I'm just going to say this, Shauna, if you're listening, I know you don't fucking like me. And that's fine. But don't take out on fucking Cropper because he made a truce and we made a truce and everything just needed to fucking end. I've tried to throw out some apologies your way. I'll be willing to give out whatever it is you need from me to apologize and do what's right or whatever. But the shit has to fucking end. Relationships and friendships are being ruined over fucking dumb shit. I hate to see that Cropper's hurt because I'm human. I have a compassionate heart and I have seen that Cropper's hurt. And I don't blame him because I know what that feels like. Because it's happened to me on several occasions. This shit that people are doing to each other has got to stop. Yes, I am going to take the videos down, Anitra. I just haven't got to them yet because I was watching that other, after that one earlier, and then that other one come on, I had to do dinner, and then now I'm doing this because of the whole bullshit. But I'm taking all of my videos down tonight, with the exception of a few with just, not bashing people or whatever, like this one, explaining shit, and all that. But all that personal and all that, I'm taking it all down tonight. When I get off of here, I'll take them all down on every account that I have up, which is, I think I still have 3, maybe 2. I don't know. I'll have to look. 2 or 3 accounts on Periscope is what I have. Yeah, I gotta take them. I know I will go take them all down. I won't leave any of it up. But I have no agenda. And I heard the whole thing of, Judy over there running her mouth about how, I just wanted to cause division and I wanted him and Shauna to fight and this is what I wanted and I just wanted him to take the videos down off of YouTube. No, I don't give a shit. If Cropper wants to put them all back up, that's fine. He can put every fucking video of me back up on the wall. I do not care. I really don't. I don't care. I'm not going to fight with the man. I'm done. I do not care. I didn't ask him to take them down. So don't throw that up in your little fucking shit show to fucking start shit and talk a bunch of shit. Because you have nothing else to fucking say. Because you just look fucking stupid. Y'all sitting over there fucking assuming Makes you look fucking stupid. Oh, and the whole to try to get Joe and Amy back on the internet. I don't think Joe and Amy need permission from me or anybody to come to the internet. I mean, if they want to come on the internet, they've always been welcome to come to the internet. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I haven't talked to Joe or Amy a whole shit ton this past couple of months. I mean, I have talked to them, but not like every fucking day, all fucking day, and just conference calls and inboxes, and we just haven't. I mean, that's bullshit, and it's fucking asinine and very fucking absurd to fucking even say some ridiculous ass shit like that. It's not fucking true. It's not true. And when Amy and Joe they don't want no part of anything. They don't want nothing. They're not asking people for shit. They're not here to fucking start drama. I haven't seen either one of them be derogatory anywhere. You want to act like they're here to start shit and that they're here as a part of some fucking plan. They're not. They're fucking people, and they have a right to come onto the internet if they want to. It's not a fucking plan. It's not a fucking mastermind situation. Plotting and planning. And you know why? You know why fucking plotting and planning is so much on your fucking mind, Judy? And fucking, Materna? Because that's what you guys are fucking doing with your conference calls and your inboxing and your fucking assumptions, throwing out shit on people that you don't even know what you're fucking talking about. Because we said we wanted this shit to end, but you guys have shown 1,000 fucking % that you don't want it to end. And you know how? Because you've been online running your fucking mouth about it and throwing out lies and your assumptions and drumming up your conference calls and all your shit shows that you've been doing and all your fucking stupid ass videos, Judy, in your fucking car on your way home with the bullshit that you do when you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You're making a fucking ass out of yourself. It shows very fucking clear that you do not want this shit to end. You have a fucking problem. And it doesn't matter what the fuck it is, you're going to use whatever it is to try to fucking twist and spin and put it to your benefit to fucking keep shit fucking going. That's what you're doing. And everybody can see it. Yeah, she does. She uses people and then she kicks them to the curb. Junie's a fucking master at that. Get me this, get me that, what's going on? Ooh, ooh, ooh. In chats here, in chats there, on phone calls here, on phone calls there. On this side 1 minute and on the next side the next minute. Kicking people out, blocking people. Oh, next week you'll unblock them. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking psychotic bitch?
Every time you talk, it makes me want to give a fucking opinion.
I know that. My husband's sitting here. He's like, he's Mr. Opinion over here. But I'm just sorry to say, I just want this to end. And it will eventually fucking end. But I'm not going to sit and let shit get spun and twisted to try to get up in people's minds and heads to fucking believe lies when it's blatantly fucking lies. I'm not going to have people try to drag other people up in shit. Right, wrong, or indifferent from my side or their side. It's bullshit. The shit needs to end. You know, I'm a human. I truly do care about people on the other side as people. Will we be friends? No. A lot of people over there we won't be friends with. Will I say never? No, I will never say never because I thought I wouldn't be friends with some of the people I'm friends with today. So no one should ever say never. Never say never. Have you ever heard that? Never say never. Because I am the closest fucking friends today with, I would have to say, at least 3 of you. As close as you can be. I mean, 3 of us have become pretty fucking close. And we were the, rival motherfuckers. Wanting to stab each other and shit. I mean, it was bad. And we've come together and, it's sad that it was ever even like that. Seriously. It's horrible. Hello. I wasn't going to get on, and I wasn't going to talk, and I wasn't going to address shit, but I'm not going to have people lie and twist and try to fucking cause division and put out false narratives to get people fighting. Everybody can still make up your own determinations. There's nothing wrong with that. But the truth is going to come out. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And I'm not throwing everything off on fucking Materna. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Because her and I were both in that conversation. But I'm not going to take blame for shit she did. And I'm not going to have her lie and say I've done things I haven't done. It's just simply not going to happen. Because they're sitting over there fucking making their damn video tonight and been in inbox chat and phone calls and conference calls and everything else the past fucking 24 fucking hours, which is fine, they can do that, but plotting and motherfucking planning is what they're doing. And if you guys haven't fucking noticed that when fucking Judy talks now on her videos the past couple of days, it's straight out of fucking Materna's mouth. Straight out of fucking Materna's mouth. Every fucking thing that comes out of Judy's mouth is straight the fuck out of Materna's mouth. Because what does Materna say on her videos all last week? Just listen. Everybody needs to listen closely. Listen to the words that you're hearing. Listen. Right? Well, what has Judy been saying? Listen. Listen to the words. Listen to the words closely. Same fucking shit. So now Miss Materna has put her hand right up inside of Miss Judy DeFrance's butthole and up to her mouth on the backside of it, and she's flapping her hand, having Judy speak. And then Judy is sitting over, getting up in Shauna's fucking ear, running her fucking mouth, throwing fucking flames and fuel on a fucking fire. Yep. Exactly, Tammy. That's what I said earlier. Because what she wanted to do was tell everybody that she didn't fucking call nobody. Well, she fucking damn sure told me she did. And like I said, I'll sit with Materna at her house or in her office or in Alabama. I don't know what she does day in and day out. All I can tell is the truth of what I was fucking told. She flat told me she called Tammy's husband's job and the fucking welfare on fucking Tammy. She flat told me that. So.
Well, when you get done, I'm going to break my fucking word because I can't ever keep my motherfucking mouth shut as hard as I try.
He going to break his word on what he said.
Of course I am. I always do because I get fucking, it's fucking insanity.
It is insanity.
So now can I give my fucking perspective real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've literally tried to shut my mouth for fucking a long time and it's hard to do.
Go ahead. But I just wanted one thing, you know, Cropper.
You damn women get too much into specifics. Man.
Okay, but I'm just going to say something, though. Cropper, I don't want no problems. I don't have no agenda. I wish you well. I'm sorry that friendships for you have come to the end or on the brink of the end, or I hope that can be salvaged. I do. You know, I know you and Shauna were close. I hope that can be salvaged. I really do. And anybody else, I don't really know who all else he's had issues with. It's just that's been put out public. I really hope for him that they can just fix it. Like, just fix it. Take the fucking drama, the shit starting, and the fucking aspect of all that away. Get it out of there. And fucking just come together. You know, however it has to happen. I don't know. But, I know that Cropper's very upset. He was very upset and heartbroken on his video earlier today. I could see it. It was very heartbreaking. I don't want to see anybody do that. That's why I want this shit to fucking end. Because a lot of shit that's been going on and going around, it just is unnecessary. And one more thing real quick, and I'll let you speak, honey.
Oh, go ahead.
One more thing. I did call the police on Cropper. I sure did. He knows I did that. But I'm going to tell, and I tried to see if I could get away to speak to him privately earlier, and, he was kind of, I guess, busy, upset, doing his thing or whatever. But I really want to, I want to confess to everything. And that's what I'm here to do. I have nothing to hide. I called the night he was doing a video about all that, doing that calling Don's preacher stuff and all that, and then was talking about Pam and the Mormon stuff. I called the police that night. And when I was talking to them, I told them that I felt as if it was impeding on the rights of a religious freedom. I did. And Cropper got the report. I don't know what the officer put in the report, but that's what I called for. And it went from there. And then other things transpired and other things went on down the road. And so I called again. I did. And I wanted to tell Cropper that today. I was trying to get a hold of him because I wanted to talk to him and tell him. But I called again and I spoke to an officer. I can't remember his name right offhand. Cropper wants this stuff. I will give it to him. And what happened was I expressed what I called for. And the officer told me to send him the links to the videos that Cropper had done, because Cropper had done a couple of videos that I was unhappy about. So I then put the links there. He comes back and he emailed me, because he had given me an email. He emailed me and he told me that he didn't know if it was his server or whatever the fuck with the firewall or whatever, why he couldn't get through to see the links, or maybe it was that the videos were no longer there. He really didn't know, and I didn't either. So what he ended up asking me, and I have the email to prove this. I have it. So don't go motherfucking lying and run your mouths about shit. I felt as if I had valid reason to call. So what I said was, or what he told me was, is that could I find another way to send it or put it in complete writing detail, descriptive detail to him, what exactly it was that was in those videos, and he could take that before the prosecutor. I have not responded, and that's been over a week and a half ago. I have not responded, and I'm not going to. This shit just needs to fucking end. And I have all that, and I can give all that shit to Cropper if he would like to have it, to show him. I'm not going anywhere moving forward past this point on any kind of anything with him in regards to him. I've just said no. It's over. And I'm glad that it didn't take place. Things happen for a reason. So, that I wanted to tell him, but I couldn't get him to get on the phone or anything today. So, I want to come public and say it because he needs to know. I have the email, I have all the stuff, and if he'd like to see it, he can let me know and I can send that to him. And I can show him proof that I have not done anything with it, and I'm not going to. So, honey, you can go ahead and talk.
Just you start.
No, go ahead. I'm done right now. Unless I gotta think because it's so much. While you're talking, I'll think.
Well, I'll put the phone over here because sometimes it don't work over there.
Here.
I'm gonna try to make this as brief as I can, and bless my wife's heart. I'm gonna piss a lot of people off when I say this, but the specifics of this and the specifics of that, and when this took place and that took place, and who did this and what happened here and who was involved there, and the specifics, that must be a female thing, because and it's like 99.999% female, but that shit drives me. I'm the whole point. Like, I hope that people are understanding this. Like, and I mean no disrespect to anybody. We could literally sit here for the next 20 years going over every detail of the last 3. Yes, I am ignoring you, and I'm sorry.
We'll start another scope after this if you want to come on here in a minute.
Because I get so damn emotional with this, because it's literally, it makes my brain full. Like, my brain is full. The specifics at this point, that's the whole point of stopping, is so we have been fighting over the specifics of everything for 3 years. I'm serious. Y'all can even take this. I really think I'm going to walk my ass to the nearest fucking state hospital and say, y'all need to fix this shit.
No.
Because I'm telling y'all, the specifics in this don't matter. They should not matter anymore. We disagree on the specifics. We disagree on the issues. We disagree who started when, what, where, how. We disagree with who did what to who first and how bad how they reacted to what the person did. And we disagree and we fight. And then we start calling names and we start calling folks. And then we start fighting. And then we start wanting to show up people's houses. And then we start getting bad thoughts. The specifics should not matter anymore to anybody who wants this shit to stop. They're null and void. In my opinion, they are null and void. And that I even feel that way towards my wife. It is going backwards. It is definitely going backwards. And these people are trying to get us to go backwards. That's their whole point.
Well, I agree. But the reason why I came on to clarify shit was because they're trying to lie and twist and spin.
I understand.
And does drag more people back down and to listen to that and think, is that true?
But what I'm saying,
it's not fucking true.
But what I'm saying
cause more fighting.
What I'm saying is, here's the point, okay? The larger picture, the bigger picture, okay? And anybody who says, well, I didn't do this or I didn't do that, for one, you need to slap yourself in the face and you need to be honest with yourself. Like knock the mental illness right at your own head, okay? And reset your brain, okay? Because the latest issue is you have a bunch of people, well, yes, Materna was doing this, Materna was doing that in the inbox and this and that, and she was putting this stuff in here. And then you have the people, yes, but who put it out? NJ put it out. So that means, okay, let's get down to the brass tacks. It's real simple, okay? People that didn't like us, people that hate us, they enjoyed the shit out of listening to family members say some fucking disgusting, nasty, horrible things about this family. Y'all were all in there. You were all in the feeds. You were all giving hearts. You were all loving it. You were all laughing it because it's something against us. Right? Mm-hmm. The same as when you have Materna on our side putting out this against y'all and that against y'all and this against all, and everybody on our side giving hearts and making comments and the same thing because it's hurting people that they don't like. Does everybody understand this?
Back and forth.
And I'm not trying to treat you guys.
That's why it has to stop.
And I'm not trying to treat anybody like a bunch of third graders, but we got to get away from the specifics. We are all guilty on both sides of joining in on this mental illness.
Yep.
Shauna and the rest of them can no more say to us, oh my God, I can't believe that you were in an inbox with these people putting this out and this out and this out. You're vile. When at the same time she's in comment threads and she's speaking to people and people are making videos about where we work, where we live, cucumbers and fucking asses, my kids shitting on themselves, CPS being called my house, my kid being a hermaphrodite. I mean, we can literally do this back and forth the next 20 fucking years on who was what, where was when, and who's right and who's wrong. Thus the reason why I laid it out on the table and said, let's leave all of the specifics out of it. Let's leave the justifications out of it. Let's leave it to the side and let's just try to find some common ground. I'm kind of tired. I don't like to get on here and have to justify or prove me right on this or, well, you did this to me and now I'm doing this to you and fuck you and you're a fat bitch and you're a cunt and you're a whore and back and forth and back and forth. And for only them to come back and say, no, you're wrong about this. You're a fucking faggot. You're a pussy. You're a this. I'll beat your ass. I'm gonna fucking, and it's just this back and forth nonsense, okay? That's why I got up on the screen and I said,
you apologize for the...
I apologize for my end on the one thing that really got somebody upset, Cropper. I apologize. I'm going to leave the justifications out of it, and I'm going to admit to my wrongs. For whatever reason...
out of anger.
The man listened. I'm glad that he listened to me. I'm glad that he heard my sincerity, and I'm glad that he came back to me with the same. Okay? And during that, the conversation is... you know why it even came out of my mouth? If you go back and listen to the scope, I said, now, Cropper, We were talking back and forth, if everybody remembers. I said, now, Cropper, you and I both know how this works because we've seen it before. There are going to be people
Yep.
that do not want this to end. Everybody remember me saying that?
Mm-hmm.
Does everybody remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I said, and that's what we have to be careful of, is not allowing people to drag us back into this by what they bring out or what they want to say or what, well, yeah, but, and then get in everybody's ear, everybody in his ear, everybody in our ear, back and forth. And then Cropper says, well, I have a good solution. Let's just have, for anybody that wants to join, a 24-hour silent period.
Yep. And I thought it was a good idea.
Which was a wonderful idea because
a lot of people thought it was, and a lot of people thought it wasn't.
And we both discussed and said, okay, that sounds like a great idea, because let's keep in mind, folks, that for the last 3 years, we've been saying on both sides, I'm just defending myself. You're attacking me. And then they say, no, I'm just defending myself. You're attacking me. So if everybody shuts the fuck up,
there's nothing to say.
Anybody who wants, and it's not saying if everybody, like this collective deal. What we're saying is that anybody who is truly tired of listening and truly wants the nonsense to stop on all sides, just shut up. And for the ones who don't, by all means, nobody's telling you what to do. Nobody's saying that you must do anything. But one thing, if you do decide to open your mouth and start running it, then it's going to show that you don't want it to stop, or else you would be quiet. How in the hell, why is that so hard to understand? Now what happened is all these people that have done it, they don't have enough balls, guys, or enough couth about them just to come out and say, hey guys, I'll be on in 5 minutes and I want to let all you people know that I don't want it to fucking stop. I want to raise fucking hell on the internet. I'm not done fighting a battle. I know I've said that I'm tired. I know I've said that I'm being attacked, but really I just like to fucking fight. Mm-hmm. They ain't gonna come out and say that.
Yep. And nobody said that everybody had to apologize and do your grievances all at that moment. We know it takes time for all in your own ways.
It wasn't even about apologies or grievances. It was about just shut up.
A time out. Just let's time out for a while and think about things.
And then what happened was, on Cropper's side and on our side, people started, instead of just saying, you know what, Justin, you caught me. I didn't want to shut the fuck up. I don't want this to end. Now you've exposed me, because now I'm really fucking pissed. And the same thing for some of his people. They're not going to come to him and say, well, Cropper, you kind of exposed the fuck out of me. The fact, I know I've been telling you for the last fucking 3 or 6 months or 3 years that I want this shit to end, but really I didn't. Because I don't want to shut the fuck up. And people on our side, the ones that did, they didn't come to us and say, damn, Justin, you motherfucker, you exposed the shit out of me. I don't want to shut the fuck up. They ain't going to come to none of us and say that. So what they did is go out and
find something.
Find a way to say,
found something. Nobody
tells me what to do.
Yeah.
How many people said that on all sides? Nobody speaks for me. Nobody does that. How dare you come out and you make a collective bargaining agreement between everybody when you didn't talk to anybody, and now you're this and that and then.
And a lot of it was them bringing something else separate over from their own shit that they had with us that had nothing to do with others, and trying to use it. And now here's where we are today with the Judy stuff. She's mad, so she's gonna fucking use shit.
So if everybody, all I'm saying
to drag it in
is y'all people get too much caught. Everything, okay. That's why I say the Materna chat is neither here nor there. For people that truly want this to fucking end. For people that truly want us to stop tearing each other apart with words and with actions, And people that want it to stop, what fucking difference does it make? Because all of that stuff was prior to our understanding that we are tired of doing this to each other. We don't want to do this to each other, and we don't want it done to us back anymore. So really, everything that is said for the people that want it to stop really should be null and void. And the ones that are using it, oh, well, I didn't know that y'all were doing this, this, and this, and this, or Maternal was doing this, this, and this in an inbox. If you want it to stop, then who fucking cares? Mm-hmm. Who fucking cares? Because then when we raise this issue up and we start picking it through and we start trying to, okay, well, who did what and who did this? It's inevitably going to be that you're going to have two more people say, yeah, but at the same time, you guys over there were doing X, Y, and Z. And then we're going to come back and say, yeah, you're right. But you did A, B, and C before we did X, Y, and Z. And it just starts all over again because now we're back to square one. We just moved 10 steps back. And I'm desperately trying to tell everybody, including myself, which I guess I'm going to have to go check myself in for 7 fucking days somewhere and see if maybe they can fucking figure it out.
That might be where all the sane people are at.
But what I'm saying is that it's really null and void because it's bringing up bad blood. And we all know there's bad blood, or else there wouldn't have been a fucking truce, guys. There wouldn't have been a point. It was getting to be such bad blood that there were two people that were willing to reasonably speak with each other and come to an agreement so we can stop fueling this flame and putting fucking gasoline on this fire, because we're dealing with hard-headed people by nature, us, them, those, that one, this one, and you have to let your adult fucking brain take over and say, this has got to stop.
Yep.
So I implore my wife, I implore each and every one of you, I implore Cropper, and even the motherfuckers that hate me, Shauna and fucking Jen Flavin and Marietta and all these people. If you want it to stop, then let's stop dredging up the past, because that day when it happened, that was what was supposed to be a reasonable conversation to come to a reasonable conclusion for it to end for all those that wanted it to end. And the ones that are left behind that are finding every reason to make each one of us come out and justify something means we're taking another step backwards. Mm-hmm. And we are allowing them to put out this, or to, they're scheming that, or the game is shifted in, the chessboard has changed, and now they're going to come together and attack
God, that's
us.
That's mental talk.
And they're basically putting out, please come attack me, please come out and say something bad about me. Will y'all please? Because has any of y'all ever been around a real bad fucking kid? Don't mean you don't love them, but they're fucking bad, okay? A bad fucking kid. That fucking kid, they want attention. And if negative attention is all you give them, fuck it, they're fine.
And they still like it.
If you're screaming at them all day, they're just as happy as if you're fucking just loving up on them. They don't care. They just want the attention.
Any attention's
These are attention-seeking people that basically are screaming through their words, please come fight with me. Please come prove me wrong so I can then lie some more. Please come out and do this to me because I want to fight on the fucking internet. And then I want to cry about it.
Right. Exactly.
And they're all there. They're right there. You can see them. If anybody ever wanted to know, after the point where we made an adult decision, right? Everybody that was left over, especially when their whole platform it wasn't like they were just a one-on-one argument on the internet about a disagreement. Everybody on both sides were screaming, I'm defending myself. You motherfuckers are making me fucking defend myself. They're telling us that. We're telling them that. The other people, Pam and all these people, I'm tired of the attacks. I'm scared to leave my home. I'm scared of this. I'm scared of that. I'm this and that. And then you got, all these fucking different people, right? Okay, if that's the truth, well then, if everybody's shutting the fuck up, then it kind of goes away. But see, that's what I'm saying, is anybody can say anything out of their fucking face. Like, literally. Mm-hmm. I can walk around this planet and I can literally disagree with every fucking thing that comes out of somebody else's mouth and be a dumb fuck every fucking chance I get. I can do that. I have a mouth and I have a brain. But see and that's what I'm saying, Anitra. The thing is that this needed to happen. And I'm not saying, okay, now that we know who they are, let's all go attack them. Let them argue amongst, let them fuck, it's like, let them go down the fucking, okay, listen, real quick, okay?
Yep.
Picture this in your brain.
Gotta let them just fucking run their mouth.
Let these people that are doing this on both sides, okay?
And let them argue with themselves.
Let them, we're all in the mental home, right? Okay, we're all there, obviously, because we're all sitting here and I'm talking and y'all are listening, and then when y'all talk, I listen, so we're all a bunch of mentally ill motherfuckers, okay? So how about we all go to one end of the mental ward and let these motherfuckers have the old edition, the old one. We're in the new edition. Let them have that hallway at the very back where nobody goes, and let them just yell and shout down that motherfucker to nobody. And then let their echoes come back to them.
And everybody else move forward and do your thing.
They can just shout out whatever the fuck they want, and then they can just let their echoes come back to them. Because for the ones that want it to stop, it doesn't matter if they're lying on you. It doesn't matter if they're trying to drag us back in. The only way that happens is if we allow it to happen. And I'm not saying let's go target them, because then you're
being that part of the problem.
You're a part of the problem again, because it's just a new group of people that everybody's pissed at.
Yeah.
So let them. I mean, what's it gonna hurt?
Make videos. I mean, nobody has to go away from the internet. I know that's what they think that is the solution. Just get the fuck off the internet. Go away. If you wanted this, you just go away. Because you know why they want us to go away? Because they can't stand it. Everybody has a right to be on the internet. We do. You do. Everybody does. So just be on the internet doing something else. Do something else.
And it's just like the other night, I just get, because I allow myself, I go over and I listen to these, these scopes of people that hate me, and they, I can hear them, with the same thing that draws in that emotion out of me and that anger when I feel like a person, is not telling the whole story, and then, they start lying, and I'm like, oh, I gotta, fuck you motherfuckers. Why am I going to continue doing that to myself? When the majority of us understand that we just need to stop getting in the specifics of all this. Let's stop getting in the specifics of what these people are saying. And I'm going to go ahead and say this, like with Paterna.
I'm sorry that happened.
Or Materna. With Karen Pettit Materna. I'm going to go ahead and say this.
Well, I'm going to tell her, Anitra, I'm sorry that happened. I did not know that.
Right.
I really am sorry that
with
happened.
Sparkle 7, I mean, really, I just said this for about 20 minutes, and it summed up in a couple words. Quit reacting and they'll stop. I mean, I wish I could fucking just say something that simple. A lot of times I can't. I'm sorry, Tammy, I really am. And I will shut up in a minute, but I'm just trying, I really will let you get on here and speak in a minute, but I'm just really trying to get out my message. But I'm just saying that we've got to stop looking for, well, y'all are the shit starters and y'all are to blame. Because I'm going to say this, like with Karen Pettit Materna, okay? Now, looking, 2020 hindsight, it's a motherfucker. It'd be nice to go back in time with this. And, anybody who can't recognize different things that you've done on here or said or whatever, and you wish you could go back in time. If you can't, then, hey, that's up to you. That's on your conscience, whatever, okay? But my point is that we all had, I mean, really, if we're all honest with each other, we all had a Karen Pettit Materna. I mean, does everybody remember when we left the mountain, and we were, dead on our ass, and the people that fucking hated us the most, they thought, oh, all these motherfuckers are getting the karma train now. And everybody started coming out of the woodwork, and all of a sudden it's like, and then as it slowly progresses, it's like, y'all, the people on the other side literally had a show about, we're going to have special guest on that's going to fuck the Turners up their ass. And everybody that hated us was just chomping at the bit to wait, okay? To listen to their own family say all these horrible things and you know, this and that, and it's feeding this, you know, this fucking this ravage party. And then, you know, when Karen Pettit Materna brings this to us, it's like, oh, you'll watch this, Cropper, you motherfucker. And then, you know, Shauna, you motherfucker. We all had a Karen Pettit Materna. We all enjoyed them. We loved them. We love the people that can bring me something to fuck this motherfucker up. Just like y'all love people that brought y'all shit to fuck us up. And that's the point why there needs to be no more specifics involved, because it brings up bad blood. Because every time I can point my finger at you, you can turn around and point it right back at me. And then 3 of us can point it right back at you. And then 6 of y'all can point it right back at us. And it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes until we're all going to wake up one day. And there's going to be one person on here. And I don't know who it's going to be if we don't stop. And we're all going to wake up one day with a Facebook post of somebody that took their own life. Because the mental stress is literally... It literally changes your behaviors and who you are when you do this so much. And anybody who says different is a damn liar. If you have a conscience about yourself. If you truly believe what you're doing and not just having a fun time doing it, and you really don't care about the consequences, but the people that are in this with emotion and justification... But we will all wake up one day that somebody that just had enough. And then you have to ask yourself, is that how far that y'all want this to go? Is that really what everybody wants on all sides?
No.
It's not what I want. And I can only pray that on both sides it's not what anybody wants.
No.
But if this continues, it would happen. It will happen eventually. Because somebody... somewhere is not going to be able to handle the mental pressure of a group of people, whether they feel justified in doing it or not, pounding on them and trying to embarrass them, belittle them, you know, make a call on them, something that can really harm their life to the point where they feel like they don't have an outlet, or that they feel so backed in a corner that their whole life is over. There are people that get to that point every day in this country. And we're all participating in it. And the good ones need to fucking stop. And we have gone on here and we've tried, you know, to take ownership for things that we're, you know, doing without justification. And I can't expect anybody else to do it. And I don't even know if it's even a good idea. But honestly, it doesn't matter at this point. It really doesn't. Because I don't know what it is about everybody that they want to get into the specifics of all this. Let them yell down the hallway and then let it echo back to them. Let them lie on me. Let them tell the truth on me. Let them tell me they hate me. Let them tell me I'm a spineless turd. Let them talk about Cropper. You know, even at, you know, some of your, you know, his friends, I'm sure, are pissed and they don't want to listen to that shit. And I know it's pissing him off. You know, it's like, you know, where did this lady come from? And like I'm saying, you know, I hope that everybody understands and put it in perspective. We all enjoyed people like her to bring out the goods. You know, we enjoyed the family members to bring out the goods. We enjoyed the searchers and the dirt diggers and the, you know, the people that we enjoyed those people because it was, oh God, what's coming next? You just lick your fucking chops like, oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna fuck this motherfucker up now, and they're saying the same thing.
Right, Tammy, that's why I said that you and Cropper were mentioned in it quite a bit. And I'll send that to you guys.
But and all I'm saying, you know, like with Tammy, you know, I mean, she is her own person, and Cropper, and all, you know, and I'm not saying, let it go. If there's things in there that you're whatever, hey, I that ain't my business. So all we can do is if you want it, there it is, and that ain't my business. And I'm not gonna,
That's what I say. I'm not sending it to you guys to push you to do this, get on live. No, I'm sending it to you guys so you guys can know the truth, because I have nothing to hide, and it was about you guys. The stuff that was all up in there was about you guys. The same with Shauna, the same with Anitra.
Right, but I hope if I'm just hoping, because this is where me and my wife differ. I hope that you understand and that you really listen to what I'm saying. Does it really matter? Because all of us, every one of us that are in this, whether you're the one that hits the live button that people listen to, or you're the one making the little comments, or you're the one putting the hearts up there, or the ones that's putting links somewhere so other people, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if everybody is honest with themselves, everybody, nobody is excluded from this, including myself, including my wife, even my fucking dog, because he's out here most of the time. We all, on all sides, enjoyed people like Karen Pettit-Materna. We enjoyed people like, or they enjoyed people like Marietta and Jen Flavin, or, the Angela Castrovinci, or, the different people, that brought things to the table about people. So then, because you're so fucking pissed at somebody, you're like, oh, you motherfucker, I'm fixing to blast your ass online. We all have entertained it. We've all used it. Mm-hmm. We've all enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. Even the spectators that had no part in it.
Even the spectators enjoyed it, because nobody on here said, oh, fuck that, that's too vile, I'm getting off this feed. You might have said, hey, I don't agree with this, but you still watched it, and then you still went over there and watched it, and you still went over there, and then I still put the shit out, and my wife still put the shit out, and Cropper put the shit out, and different people put shit out everywhere. We're all guilty. All of us.
No matter what the reasons were, we're all guilty. We all did shit.
So I feel like
shit was done towards us. Shit was done towards them.
And you become a part of it. Again, exactly. We all are guilty.
I just want to come forward, because I'm not one to just say, well, let's just call truth and walk away and just, okay, fuck it. No, I think it's only fair that's how I feel. And I want to come forward, because I don't want no shit brought up later and be like, well, why wasn't this, that, or the other?
And I even hope.
No, I'm not having anything to hide.
I don't think that it's too late. My hope is that people, Karen Pettit-Materna, or Judy DeFrance, or, Jen Flavin, or Marietta, or Shauna, or, I don't know how many people are out there that are, whatever. It's not too late. It's not too late to just say, I'm done. Like, I feel I was wronged, in a certain way, or whatever, or, however you feel about it, or that you felt like you were left in whatever your feelings are. But at the end of the day, it's not too late to just say that we're done. No. We don't need to continue this.
And for those who want to sit out there and spectate on it and speculate and fucking say that shit's, it's not done, they're hiding something, that's bullshit. It is bullshit. Believe what you fucking want. You're going to look stupid standing over there fucking still saying that shit. And then what you're doing is you're fucking festering shit and trying to drum shit up to keep shit going because you love this shit.
And I really think, and it was a thing on both sides, because, there was a lot of, I really think in this, the people, I'm not saying the ones that didn't support us were bad people, but apparently they weren't to us what we thought they were. But the ones that really, really were friendships on all sides.
And not everybody.
No, but they were supportive of the idea, because it's healthy for all of us. And the ones that weren't, I'm not saying that they're just, let's all go attack them. Whatever's in them for not wanting to be done yet, let it be what it is. Like, they will reach that point sooner or later.
And nobody said that, you know, like when people forgive, no one said that it would be forgotten. Of course, things are always going to be there. I mean, it happened. Shit happened. People said things and did things. It's not going to be fucking erased.
No, but the humanity in it all, to me, it speaks way more volumes than every shitty thing that we ever said to each other. You know. Okay, we'll go ahead and start it over, and I'm gonna let Miss Blair come on for a minute, and let her give
Anybody
her
else that wants to come
anybody else. But I hope that y'all understand where I'm coming from, guys. And I'm not telling anybody what to do, and I'm not judging anybody. You know, I'm just giving you my heartfelt opinion on this, what I really believe. You know, no games, no conspiracies, no plans, no trying to move a piece on a chessboard to try to get somebody to react to something so, you know, we can fight and argue. I'm just trying to speak honestly and like with humility and humanity. So with that, I'll end this, okay? And we'll be right back.